Walter Crane storms into my backyard, clipboard raised, jabbing his finger at my little wooden bird feeder like it's evidence of a crime. He thrusts the fine notice at my chest and shouts that I owe $150 for my bird feeder, plus $25 a day until it's gone. I take his letter, watch my finches settle right back on the feeder, and quietly decide Walter has no idea what's coming. I was standing in my own backyard, a bag of sunflower seeds still in my hand, staring at the HOA president, a man named Walter Crane who ran a local insurance agency. He had a clipboard and a smug look, like he'd just caught me stealing. My bird feeder was a simple wooden thing hanging from a shepherd's hook near the kitchen window. It had been there for 3 years, and not a single neighbor had complained. Walter, however, had decided it was time to enforce the no exterior decorations clause, which I later learned he'd interpreted to include anything that wasn't a plant or a flagpole. I didn't argue. I just took the letter he handed me, which listed the fine and the daily accrual. The total was already at $150, but if I didn't remove the feeder within a week, it would climb to $325. I looked at the finches flitting around the feeder, then back at Walter. "I'll take care of it," I said, my voice flat. Instead of removing the feeder, I pulled out my phone and photographed it from every angle. Then I took pictures of the HOA's governing documents, which I downloaded from the county clerk's website the night before. I found the exact clause Walter was citing. Section 4.2, Exterior Decorations. It defined them as statues, flags, wind chimes, and similar items. Birds' feeders were not mentioned. I also found a state law, HOA Reform Act 2021, which prohibited fines for non-commercial wildlife feeding unless it created a health hazard. I called a local attorney named Sarah Mills, who specialized in HOA disputes. She charged me $200 for a letter, which I sent to Walter via certified mail. The letter explained that the fine was invalid because the feeder wasn't a decoration under the rules, and that daily fines were illegal under state law. I also included a copy of the statute. 2 weeks later, I got a response from the HOA board. The fine was rescinded, and Walter was ordered to issue a written apology. He didn't. Instead, he stopped talking to me entirely, which was fine. The finches stayed, and I kept feeding them. Sometimes winning quietly is the only victory you need. Have you ever checked your HOA's rules against state law?